class, today before we get started, we're going to do a few housekeeping things. First thing that I want to remind you is you should read the assignment before you complete it. Several of you did not follow the directions with the first assignment, making it significantly shorter than what I expected it to be. It was supposed to be 1 page, and several of you did not follow that recommendation, so you did not get full credit. In the future, make sure that you fulfill all the requirements of the assignment so that you can get full credit, because I want you all to do very well in this class. Next, I want you to make sure that you read the syllabus as well as the assignment itself, because both have meaningful information about how to do it. After you've done the assignment, go look at the rubric for the assignment so you can do a checklist of if you've earned all your points. And that will help you to make sure that you earn all of your points in the future. Next Monday is Labor Day, so we will not have anything due on Monday. It'll all be due on Tuesday instead for that week. After that, everything else will be due on a Monday. The assignment for next week is to have watched this video lecture, read the chapter on social penetration theory. You need to answer both discussion questions, and then you need to comment on someone else's discussion question answer. So this shouldn't take you very long. All that you have to do is get it done before Tuesday, and I'll be grading them Tuesday night or Wednesday. As you could see, my grading tends to be pretty quickly after you submit it. I'll try to continue to keep that up, but don't hold me to that. On the syllabus it says that I'll be grading it within a week of the time that you turn it in. That'll be the rule. But if you turn in an assignment and it's done incorrectly and you've done it early, you can resend it if I say that you need to redo it. You can resend it before the actual due date, and it will count as your final assignment. You can also submit your assignments, and I'll give you feedback if you need to consider revising in some way. But your final assignment will be due on the due date, like it says. After that, you'll have points taken off for not turning it in on time. Okay, now that we've done a few housekeeping items, let's talk about social penetration theory. We've all met these people who, maybe you've been at Walmart specifically, and so you meet someone on the aisle and they tell you their life story. And those people make you feel very uncomfortable. Maybe you are one of those people. Chances are you're not communicating in a way that is appropriate for the relationship that you have with the person that you just talked to. Social penetration theory discusses this. How we talk to each other based on our relationships. How much we share with each other based on our relationships. I'm going to give you a brief overview of social penetration theory because it goes into great detail in your lecture. It's really important that we understand social penetration theory so that you can monitor your own, how much you're sharing with other people, how much information about yourself based on what your relationship is. Something really unique about Americans is that we tend to compartmentalize our relationships. So we may have one person that we share everything about work with because they're our coworkers. So that may be the person that you vent about your boss with, but you don't talk to them about your friendships or your relationships or your family. Well, your family, you may never talk about work, and you may only talk about very intimate things. You may talk to things with your spouse that you wouldn't talk to with other people. Now, Americans are known very well for this. If we have a friend who is a work friend, we do not talk to them outside of work. We do not hang out with them outside of work. Now, many people from different cultures have a hard time acclimating into our culture because of this. They may have a work friend that they play tennis with as well, and that they'll go out to dinner with, or they'll go clubbing with, or whatever. But they have trouble acclimating into our society, into our culture, because we don't do that. If we have friends from school, we'll study with them, but we may not go and hang out with them after class. That's just kind of the facts of life for American culture. So this kind of explains how we view friendship, social penetration theory does. When we think about our friends, or how we think about our family, we compartmentalize what we share with them. With the exception of your spouse, you probably share more with them because they get to know you more, hopefully. I was actually reading a study recently about sexual penetration theory. A woman had done her master's thesis on if people knew more about each other before they got married, would that help determine whether or not they were going to get a divorce. So what she did was she was talking to people before they got married about how they went through premarital counseling, and based on how deep they went into their beliefs and their feelings with their spouse during those premarital counseling sessions, she predicted their satisfaction with their marriage, and so it also was a slight predictor of their divorce. So that was really, really interesting. There's many ways that you can apply social penetration theory into your life. You can use it to help gauge if you're sharing too much with strangers on the street, or if you're not sharing enough with your spouse. As you tend to share information, others people tend to share information too. If they're uncomfortable with the amount you're sharing, they're probably not going to share as much or share as intimate of details. So you can gauge on how your relationship is doing, or the state of your relationship, based on how much someone is sharing with you or what they're sharing with you. If someone is sharing very, very intimate details with you, chances are they seek an intimate relationship. Now, when I say intimate relationship, I'm not meaning a sexual relationship necessarily. I'm meaning a relationship that shares very, very meaningful information about each other, and you have a lot of moments where you're sharing information with each other that's very, very personal. So a very, very personal one-to-one relationship. This could be a relationship that you have with your mom or your dad. This may be a relationship that you have with your best friend or your boyfriend or your spouse. This is not going to be the relationship that you have with someone on the street, although some people who do not have those kinds of relationships tend to overshare when they meet someone. Maybe this is the person that you see in Walmart that you kind of are afraid of. The point is, social penetration theory explains how we share information, how much and what we choose to share with others based on either what our relationship currently is with that person or what we want that relationship to be. Now, sometimes people will start sharing very intimate things, and then as they get to know you, they stop. There may be a reason for that. They no longer want to have that intimate relationship with you, and that's okay. It can be an indicator on either how the relationship is right now or how they want it to be based on how much they are sharing. Well, that's it on social penetration theory for today. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, and I'll try to clarify in any way that I can. Make sure to answer your discussion questions and respond to others. And again, those aren't due till Tuesday of next week, but that's not normal. They will be due the rest of the time. It'll be due on Monday. I look forward to talking with you in the next few weeks about the different theories that we'll be discussing. Thank you and have a great day.